Forever. Dog.
When your first choice is a big old bus,
You turn around and boom,
you end up with us.
sloppy seconds. Oh, diva.
I'll drag him here, and I'll drag every one of those fucking Los Angeles Pride, LA Pride board members. Your emails are not anywhere on that website. I had to go onto LinkedIn's. And they're not there either. They're all not there. Also, side point, none of them have posted anything about Black Lives Matters except for the one person that I can tell is actually black on there. The rest of them posted one little black square.
Ooh, the black
saying we're
square.
gonna have just one little black square. Ooh, activism. Excuse me. How are you gonna throw an LA Pride, say that it's black for the black community, and then when asked for 2 days by emails, Twitter, Instagram, people asking questions, not answer any of them?
Just as I thought. Trash.
So if at this point it is Thursday, tomorrow is Friday, things may have changed. I have a phone call with them later, but as of right now, not a single one of the LA Gay Pride community or board members of the LA Pride board would respond to any questions about where the funding is going, what actual black community leaders will be there, if Black Lives Matter is involved in LA Pride. I'm sorry I'm so heated and I sound so angry, but these are not hard questions to answer.
So for
them to...
I was just going to say,
on.
for folks listening who aren't in LA, essentially the LA Pride organization put up an image saying that on June 14th, instead of Pride, there was going to be a Black Lives Matter march in conjunction with LA Pride.
It was going to be called LA Pride, but it was going to support Black Lives Matter.
And
not Black Lives Matter. It's to support the black community. I'm sorry.
And Meatball, aka Olivia Benson, gung gung.
Boom boom. I said, well, okay, if it's for black people, what black leaders were reached out to? Did you talk to Black Lives Matters? Who's getting donations? Is any corporate sponsor going to be there? And are they
LA
making money,
Pride,
or are they going to... LA Pride went from being a public event to being a private event like 2 years ago where you had to pay $60 just to get in. That is money. It's money. So somehow they're throwing this protest, but I don't understand why unless for profit.
Yeah.
Just take the loss, take the COVID-19 loss on Pride.
It's really sticky. The optics on it are great.
They don't look good.
Well, no, I would say that of the people who are not taking a closer look, when I first saw that image, I said, okay, they're stepping up. But that's the problem.
It looks like it. They slapped a fucking Black Lives Matter Band-Aid onto an event that we don't know if they even cared about. And so as of this point, I'm speaking to the president of the Pride. I have his phone number and I will be calling him later tonight and I will get more answers. But it seems as though, and the optics of what I'm seeing is that they made the plan to throw a Pride and then people started saying, where are the black people? And they scrambled for answers.
Right.
Because nobody there is talking. And they all said, we're going to make a statement. Honey, it's been all day. If you were actually speaking to these people and they were actually a part of it, it would not take you a day to make a statement about what black people in the community are taking part in this Pride. It shouldn't take a day, honey. No. It should have been set up before you made that post, honey. Miss Honey.
If you knew what you were doing and you were doing it well, or you're doing at least, even if you weren't doing it well, if you were doing it correctly, you would be able to just make a statement.
Yeah, the statement would be, yes, we've spoken to Black Lives Matter and we have these 3 people that we talked to and we're working on a way to make sure that the police aren't going to get funding from this and that there won't be corporate sponsors. And if there is a corporate sponsor, it is donation based and they will be donating a lot of the money, over half. I'd like to see over half the proceeds of anything they're selling there sent to, I don't know, the LGBTQ Freedom Fund.
How could they be selling something?
I don't know.
It's
I don't know,
march,
but I'm just
right.
But that's why the answer, they should be able to answer the question that there are no corporate funders.
Right.
They should be able to answer that question. That is not a hard question.
But the problem
they should
is
say
these systems,
we won't have police. They should say these are the black leaders that we've joined with to talk about this. But they can't because they haven't done it. They're scrambling to do it right now.
Girl, you're hot on the case. I love it. We love
I
to
went.
see
You
it.
know what happened was I felt like I wasn't doing enough for the protest. I really felt bad because, hi guys, welcome to Sloppy Seconds. I felt like I wasn't doing enough for the protest. I was donating money. I was donating my tips from my numbers, and I was doing stuff, but it didn't feel. I felt still detached, like I was just watching at home. And I know that there's nothing wrong with just. If that's what you're able to do, then that is what you're able to do.
Right.
But I was like, I'm physically able to go to this protest. And Pinche and Cabrina raised money, and they bought water bottles and food and snacks and chips, and they packed these little lunches, and we walked around the protest and handed food out, and we like sat with people, and I talked to a bunch of people yesterday. And I think because I was stuck in that, yesterday was the first time I've seen anybody in 75 days. So maybe there's a little bit of that why I'm so impassioned by it, but like seeing the cops like and the sheriff's department like laughing at us and videotaping us and doing this stuff, I was like, this is not a movement to be laughed at. This is not something to be taken advantage of and slapped onto a parade so that you can get maybe some money out of it. This is a real movement, and people need, like, we need reform, and it just feels so stupid.
Well, there's also a big thing where, you know, that term like, oh, so and so sitting up in their ivory tower. That term, do you know that term?
Yeah.
I think we often think that is only relevant to people who are millionaires or billionaires or have tons of power, but that statement, I think, applies to a lot of scenarios. There are so many people where this doesn't feel urgent enough. It goes back to posting a black square on Instagram.
Yeah.
There are people who think like, you know what, I agree. Let me post this little square on here and then keep going. And that's it. That's all they're doing. And, this is a moment and it's fucked that it's all happening in the pandemic, but it makes it that much more urgent. And it honestly allows more people to be involved. Because people can actually get out, like the country is hurting in so many ways, and this amplifying this way that there's a fucking genocide going on, and because people are not, being beholden to their bullshit jobs at Jamba Juice, they can take to the streets and make their voice heard.
Exactly. And I know it's already happening where they're like, protesters have caused an increase in coronavirus cases.
Girl,
and it's like, here, listen up, do the math, 2 weeks.
You know who
Some
else
people
was
faster,
doing it?
But 2 weeks, baby.
The Georgia governor. That's who also caused an increase. The Floridian governor, girl. Yeah. I did a blood drive on Tuesday.
Oh, yeah. How'd it go?
The Red Cross was shady. They were like, well, we wanted 20 pints and we only got 18. So, we fell short of our goal. I was like, okay, let me tell you, I wanted to do this blood drive because the FDA reduced the regulations on gay men giving blood. And then your coordinator told me that didn't go into effect yet. So all the people who came were straight people, and a lot of them flaked on us, and I didn't know them. So I said, once we get a good date when we can give you that good gay blood, this is going to be packed. We're going to have a drag queen here. We're going to have a disco ball. We're going to have a DJ. And Diva, I'm going to give you 40 pints of blood.
Yeah, we'll turn it up as long as after we give the blood, we're allowed to drink. But I'll be there for free because it's for a good cause. But I better get free booze. Wait, is it possible for me to give blood and then start drinking and dancing immediately?
Well, I'm gonna say it won't be possible because what they did is they reduced the restriction, but they didn't eliminate the restriction. So you have to be celibate from man-on-man fucking for 3 months. It used to be a year.
So I can still give blood? I'm just kidding.
Oh, y'all don't fuck?
I literally took a load an hour ago or whatever.
Okay. Ew. So, one other thing I wanted to say also is promote tonight. We just wanted to do an intro because we recorded this interview with Tenderoni, who we love, but we recorded this like a week ago or a week and a half ago.
A week and a half ago. It really long before shit truly hit the fan.
Also, let's think about the term shit truly hit the fan. It's been like 8 days.
6 days, or 8 days since, but 6 days since
like
yesterday.
protests.
Oh,
and
7
things.
days.
Yeah.
Oh, and then tomorrow will be the 8th day. You're right.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that, Matt. No,
I
but
really did that for you. I'm
we-
sorry, my brain is on
10.
fire.
I love it. I love
Like,
seeing you. So
Michael was like, they're not going to respond because they're scared of you. And I was like, what? Asking simple questions isn't scary. Sorry.
no, I'm really, I am excited. I will say, like, it is so exciting to see so many people mobilize, and I get excited and impassioned by my friends. And didn't you think, because of all the things going on, because the imagery of the police brutality at these protests, because of the pandemic, because of just the fear to step outside of our comfort zone, it feels really easy to be like, there are so many reasons why I'm not going to leave my house and go put feet to pavement. And then what? You went down there with people that you know. You went down there with friends. You felt supported. You felt passionate. You felt energized. And now, that's what a movement is, the support of one another behind a unified cause.
Yeah. So you guys just get out there and support any way you can. Like, even if you just go to the protest for an hour and hand out water bottles, you're helping. It was hot. Like, I don't think that you have to stay. You could leave at curfew. You know what I mean? Like, just go and like let your body be there for an hour or two.
There's tons of different ways for activism. I was talking to a friend of mine who was like, I don't feel good unless I'm at the front of the line looking at cops in the eye.
And I said, I won't do that. But we did bring, I don't know if we should say this, we did bring medic bags in case shit hit the fan.
Yeah.
And our plan, we had like full kits with us because we all know first aid. So we were like, we'll like get people as they're coming wounded and like get them somewhere safe and then help them.
I mean, there are so many ways to support.
Just giving money, raising awareness. It's hard to get people to care about this LA Pride thing. I've been doing it all day.
Yeah. I think your call will be really illuminating, and we can obviously keep talking about it on the podcast. But so I guess, we don't want this intro. like I'm really happy to talk to you, and I think we would have like a full episode, and I would love to have a full episode with you, but we do want to hear from Tenderoni, and that is
oh yes, Tenderoni, and it's a full episode, and it's so good.
Yes.
It was back at the good times when we talked, back before the anger.
But there is there are a few moments of where it's sort of like echoey weird sound, but that's just, Tenderoni was in Chicago. We were doing the digital thing. So we ask your forgiveness in those moments. And I want to plug real fast. I'm doing Bitch Puddin's digital drag show this evening.
Ooh.
And that is a benefit show. All the proceeds are going to Black Visions Collective and Color of Change, I believe. Yeah. We raised $15,000.
I saw, that's insane.
On Race Chasers live stream, which I was so proud of. We gave $7,500 to Project Q in Los Angeles, which offers services for homeless LGBT youth. And it's like a Black-run organization with a focus on trans kids. We gave $2,500 to Black Visions Collective. We gave $2,500 to the LA Action Bail Fund here in Los Angeles. And we also gave $2,500 to the Breonna Taylor Memorial Fund.
Yes.
So we turned that out. Yes, Color of Change and Black Visions Collective. That's who the Bitch Puddin digital drag show is. And do you know what I'm currently remixing right now? I am remixing. Did you see that Zoom call of that guy? I'm putting a beat behind it when he called into the police Zoom meeting. It's going to be really cute.
I loved that. I thought that was hilarious. So many people just tore them up. And the worst part about it is that they don't care and they're not going to care.
I can almost guarantee you that shit was on mute for them the whole time.
There was no evidence that they were listening to people scream and yell at them for 6 hours.
And the fucking
I
police
was like, it's a Zoom
chief.
call.
Yeah, he had his mask
rolling his
on.
eyes, doing whatever, which means like he was on mute, just like talking to somebody off screen.
Yep. Trash. Just as I thought.
Trash. So All your elected officials, trash. President of Pride, trash. The entire board that read my messages and said seen and then did not respond,
Trash.
I'm coming for you, LA Pride, and I'm not coming in an angry way. I'm coming in a way where I need response.
That's right. And you can catch us, me and Meatball, hosting the main stage at Los Angeles Pride 2021.
Ooh, ah! They couldn't afford it.
Enjoy this wonderful, amazing episode with drag icon.
Meghan Trainor's going to head every Pride for the next 45 years. Welcome, Drag King.
No, you have to sing the Meghan Trainor before we go.
If I was you, I wanna be me too. Wait, if I were you, I wanna be me too. I wanna be me too.
It sounds like she
was ahead of the time with the Me Too movement.
Okay, we can't do this. Drag icon and Whipcrack enthusiast. This is
Tenderoni. The notes.
Do you want to improve your sleep? Well, listen up and get a Helix.
Whether you sleep on your side, your back, your stomach, Helix makes premium mattresses that are designed to fit your specific sleep style.
You know, now that it's spring, why not upgrade your sleep game and get a Helix mattress?
And you know what?
What?
I can guarantee you that they have a mattress for you with over 20 different styles and models for you to sleep on. I love sleep. I can't get enough of it.
And I love my Helix mattress. So ever since I got the big and tall, I know we go on and on about it, but it's a perfect fit for me. I haven't had a mattress before that I was able to select a model from, and I'm so happy I got to do that with Helix.
And I, too, have the big and tall model, and it's perfect for my big and tall body. I loved it so much, I got a second one from a guest room.
True.
Yes, baby. And the people are sleeping great in there when they eventually do sleep in there.
Best of all, Helix delivers right to your door with free shipping in the US, and you can get a 120-night sleep trial to make sure that it's right for you.
You also get peace of mind because Helix mattresses are backed by a limited lifetime warranty and have been recognized by experts at places like Forbes and Wired. And me. I am a sleep expert too.
Period. Go to helixsleep.com/sloppy to get up to 27% off site-wide during their Memorial Day sale.
That's helixsleep.com/sloppy, and make sure you enter sloppy seconds after checkout so that they know that we sent you.
helixsleep.com/sloppy.
Get yourself a Helix.
Okay, something about me. I love shopping. If you love shopping too, you have to check out Rakuten.
And all you have to do is shop, 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 shop. And with Rakuten, you get cash back and rewards on almost everything you buy.
Exactly.
Shop.
Homeware, daily essentials, jeans. We're talking eBay, CVS, and even Levi's.
Ooh, so I can buy a vintage couch, tons of paper towels, and grab a new pair of jeans and still get cash back.
And that's not all. You can even stack those rewards on top of sales and coupons.
But Big Dipper, how does this magic work?
Well, I'll tell you. Rakuten is paid by partner stores to send them shoppers, and then Rakuten passes on some of that money to you, the member.
Rakuten is so real for that.
Plus, Rakuten has 17 million members who are already saving. Don't you want to become one of them?
Join for free at Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app and start saving money now.
That's Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app today. We all have days when we want to eat well, but just don't have the time or the energy to plan, shop, and cook.
That's exactly where Factor comes in. They deliver fully prepared meals designed by dietitians and crafted by chefs right to your door.
With Factor, you can stay on track with your nutrition goals, whether that's high protein, balanced meals, or overall wellness, without any extra effort.
The meals are fresh, never frozen, and ready in just 2 minutes, which makes it easy to fit into your routine.
You know, I love coming home after a long day and having a tasty and filling Factor meal. It's waiting for me, and I don't have to worry about shopping. It's quick and easy, and one less thing I need to think about when I get home.
You know, I'm feral for fish right now, and I always get my fix with Factor. I recently had their scampi-styled shrimp and salmon, and let me tell you, it did not disappoint.
So get Factor today and start enjoying delicious and nutritious meals.
Head to factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50off and use code sloppyseconds50off to get 50% off and free daily greens per box with new subscription only, while supplies last until September 27th, 26. See website for more details.
That's factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50, like the number, off. Sloppy Seconds 50 off.
Hi, you stupid little fucks, you nasty little fucks, you dumb little fucks. It's quarantine time! Let me out of my house, you dumb little fucks. Welcome to Sloppy Seconds. I'm Big Dipper and Meatball, and this is Sloppy Seconds with Big Dipper and Meatball.
Yeah, you look like both of us.
I weigh about the same as both of us. I can't stop eating.
I'm like not that hungry. I feel like
so
upset
bored.
that I have lost my appetite. Listen, it's June. Do you know this?
I do know
that
this.
When this episode comes out, it will be June.
Let's get into Tenderoni.
I know. I wanted to give a proper intro.
Oh, yes. Why don't you go ahead and do that?
You are one of, in my mind, the foremost drag kings in this country. Which might feel like a bold statement, but I feel like it's true.
I feel like that's very true.
You are an amazing performer. You have like really created a lane for yourself. You're a Chicago artist, and you're pretty much everyone's favorite. So we're very happy to have you on the podcast, and a gracious welcome. I hope everyone is clapping their hands at home for Tenderoni. Now you have like 3 intros, but here you go.
Yes,
Welcome
Steve,
to
that's
the
what I
podcast.
deserve. But after each intro, it needs a whip crack.
Yes. Okay. The iconic Whipcrack. Wait, do you listen to this podcast?
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's love or hate when Meatball calls everyone sloppy fucks at the beginning of the
Love,
show?
definitely love.
It's definitely love.
You're like, hey assholes, listen up.
You have to have like the right sense of humor to know Meatball's humor.
That's true.
You
Well,
gotta be able to take a hit.
I mean, to know
Or a
drag
joke,
in
not
general,
a-
you need to have a sense of humor. So,
all of your Instagram videos directed by
Cat Sass.
cat sass.
There you go. Wait, so you often in your mixes you add a whip crack. When did that start? Let's start there.
I mean, whip cracks to me, is a staple of a lot of my drag numbers because like I've always been obsessed with old school drag. I grew up being obsessed with old school drag. Obviously, it's like To Wong Fu and like all that stuff. All that like I grew up with all the commercialized version of drag, but then when I really started getting into the drag scene and like I love pageant queens, I love that painted snatched look, I love stones over the top hair. So I mean, I just love like something that's gonna put the audience like into like a tizzy or like, you know, get hyped up. I'm like, this is like the fat man scoop of drag. Like it's like the whip crack is what's hyping the crowd up. Every time you hear that, you're like, yes. So I try to add it into every mix I have.
It's so funny.
and-
I used to use the whip crack and like a weird floppy sound in all of my videos. Like anytime I turned my head, I would like try to put a whip crack in until it got like to the point of it being like there's too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when it's coupled with that like really good high kick.
Oh, yeah, that video of you doing the high kicks, just the whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
What's funny about that is that footage came from I don't know if you guys obviously know what Market Days is in Chicago.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we had a Market Days event, which was at the House of Blues, and it was with a company. I'm not going to name them, but it was with a company, and they tried to do an alternative event, and no one came to it. And me and Kat were
Is it a land? Is it a never?
No, it wasn't that. It
Oh.
was someone else. Fuck that. No one came to it. So it was like me and Kat Tass, we were like the headliners. And they're like, well, no one's here. It's at House of Blues, which is pretty epic.
Yeah.
So they're like, if you want free footage of you performing at House of Blues, we'll record it for you. So we got like complete footage of us performing on the stage. And I was like, hell yeah, I'll take this free footage.
Yes.
Wait, was literally like no one there?
There was probably like 4 people there. And it was like, I mean, I still got paid at the end of the day, but I was just like, who am I performing to? And then when they're like, you can have this free footage, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you were like, I'm performing to the internet, bitch.
What's it? Well, I've done it before too, where you're at a big venue and you're expecting it to be full, but it's like not. I mean, it's your job to promote, but it's like not your job to get the place and everyone there. Like, you know what do you know the difference?
It's so awkward to me.
It's very uncomfortable and it's hard to like, how do you like in your mind? I don't know. I've had to do it so many times and I have to just like psych myself up.
Exactly. In my head, I'm just like, I'm still getting paid. I'm still getting paid. I'm still getting paid. So I'm just like, I did a couple, I had another event like that where, I mean, I don't like to be like my trials and tribulations as a drag king, but like in some scenes, drag kings are still like not normal, especially me because like, I don't know if you swear on this podcast, but like I'm a faggot in drag. So like when I'm on stage, a lot of like traditional drag queens or like people who are not exposed to drag kings all the time are like, what is that? Because like I'm masculine. I mean, quotation masculine, but I'm also very like femme while I'm in drag. It's funny because when I'm out of drag, I'm like a butch lesbian, but when I'm in drag, I'm like, yes. So I'm almost more feminine when I'm doing like male impersonation. But I did another one, which was like, it was like this Latin pageant. And there, I was a special guest within the pageant. And there was like 4 people there. And they were all staring at me like this. Like just dead staring. I was just like, I was literally like performing to Natasha, who was my girlfriend. She was like in the middle watching me. And I was literally like putting like guns to my like face on the gun. And like I put it into my choreography. And she's like, oh my God, no one even noticed that you were even doing that.
I mean, it is such a mind fuck. The last time I played in Chicago, I was in the middle of driving with my friend across country. We were moving him from Seattle to New Jersey, and we routed through Chicago, and I had booked a show, but I was under the impression that the venue had like regular promotion and and it was at a concert venue. And so I got there and it was a room that could hold like 600 people. And I was playing the show with Show You Suck, who's a rapper from Chicago. And there were 12 people there. And we had to do like, we each had like an hour to fill. And when we got there, the venue was like, why didn't you promote? And I was like, I did promote a little bit, but like, who the fuck do you think that I am that 3 Instagram posts can get like 600 people in the city of Chicago to come out like on a Wednesday night? Like, I thought you had a built-in audience, which is why you agreed to pay me.
People don't understand that.
Yeah. I do everything that the person asks, but if I get there and then no one's there, I take it very personally.
Right.
But I'm also like, I'm in the middle of wherever I am. There's no way I have 200 followers in this one little town that will come out to see me.
And you have to remind yourself of the dope gigs that you did play where you slayed, and you say, this is not a reflection of like the ability that I have. This is a reflection of the circumstances and getting people out to the event.
I mean, it's hard too, because like when I perform, I give the energy that the audience is giving to me. It's like a back and forth. So sometimes I'm like, it's like exactly what Meatball's saying. He's like, you have to hype yourself up. You're like in the back, like drinking 40 Red Bulls. Like, I need to get myself hyped up.
Just like out on stage, really like giving more than you've ever given before. Like I remember doing a number and just being like out of breath. And I was just like, they didn't like it anyway. Why did I go harder?
But the gag in touring is also sometimes you go places and they have 40 people there and they go like, oh my God, I couldn't believe the turnout. This is incredible.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, oh, sickening. Like, great. I live. Like you were living 40 people. Like, let's do it. And that's amazing. I mean, it shows the resilience of like some different queer communities that are like that small.
All right. Enough about us complaining about gigs. I think we're all just mad because we can't fucking do them anymore. Like, I want to be back. I'll go perform for 2 people. I'll perform in your driveway if you live in LA. Give me a call.
It's the same thing, though, for this digital drag. People need to learn how to promote, and people need to learn how to put people in the lineup that there's going to be enough people to come watch the show.
Yes.
Right. Because then the girls are sad to look at their Venmo balance and say, "Oh, I made $6 at that show. I spent all day editing my video." Woo!
Speaking of digital drag, you've been killing it.
Yes.
You even have your own show, which I'm going to be doing.
Yes, Diva. By the time it's come out, it will be announced. My show is called Throwback Attack, and it's like all 80s, 90s, like old school type of vibes, which is kind of my thing. The first one was really good. We had Detox as a headliner and Sonique and a lot of like local drag, and just like I tried to get a bunch of Chicago people, but then I also tried to get a bunch of like drag kings that I know of but I haven't really seen in digital drag, and it was a really good hit. The first, like, everyone got the vibe. I feel like it's like when you get a group of people and you're like, they get the vibe, you're like, yes, I'm into this. It was really cool. Sets
the tone.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
It's an 80s and 90s drag show, and you primarily do like 90s. That's like your whole aesthetic. When did that? I mean, you grew up in that time period, but like, how did you go from like living in that and enjoying it to like making it a whole character?
I don't know. I guess I'm just a granny. I mean, I feel like, I'm about to turn 32 in 2 weeks, and I'm kind of old, I guess, but
I mean, not really.
I'm not really at all.
I mean, compared to like the digital young people, I just
thought you were like very young.
Compared to these like digital like internet young kids, but it's just the I grew up in the 90s, and I also had young parents. My parents had me when they were like 19, so like they kind of grew up, and they're very much like hip hop heads, and like I was always watching. We're very much into pop culture, so like I always had the TV on, like Ricky Lake, Jenny Jones, everybody. Those were my babysitters. My babysitters was like Jerry Springer, all that. I just watched whatever I wanted. Like I kind of didn't have a filter, which was good and bad because I could just intake so much pop culture, anything that I wanted. So I love a good pop culture reference, but like my parents were always into like freestyle and like always like my dad was like in the b-boy scene, so he was like very much into like Africa Bambaataa and like all that like hip hop like so I have a lot of good influences around me.
Did they teach you to dance, or did you teach yourself?
No, I taught myself. I mean, I've always like, to get this point across, like when I was growing up, I was a Michael Jackson impersonator in high school.
For real?
Yeah, like this is my tattoo.
Oh my gosh!
So,
I've
like,
never seen that. It's huge.
I got it a year after he died. So like I was obsessed with Michael Jackson in high school. I was obsessed with Michael Jackson like since I was like 10 years old. So I used to just be obsessed with like being like that, performing like that. I used to wear a glove to school, fucking loser. Like in 2001, wearing a glove, Michael Jackson glove to high school.
Was it rhinestoned?
Obviously, Diva.
Yeah.
And what did your boyfriend at the time think?
You got it right on the head. My mom. I used to have so many trades in high school. And they were cute too.
Good for you.
My mom used to tell me,
jealous.
because I used to always bring, like, my parents were the cool kids. Like, you could come to my house. My parents are always like potheads. They always like smoked weed and shit. So like everyone liked to come to my house because there was no rules. So I would always bring my friends or my trades home, and I would be like, we're watching music videos, and I had like the Michael Jackson DVDs, and she's like, oh, she's giving them the Michael Jackson treatment. Like that's what she would say. And we would just like watch music videos. And I'm like, if you pass this, then you can be my trade.
Oh my god!
Oh, so you've got standards. I see.
I do.
Gotta meet the standards. Wait, so do you remember when you were talking about Jenny Jones? This might be a fever dream, but didn't occasionally like Ricky Lake and Jenny Jones have musical guests? It would be like, oh, so and so, like their sister is fighting with them about a relationship, but then also like. Not maybe. Every week, but they would be like, oh, and here's Boys to Men.
Oh, I thought you meant it would be like they're fighting with their sister, but first she goes sing us a bop.
No.
Like they were the cast.
I feel like maybe I do remember a performance. I could totally see like Cece Peniston on Jenny Jones.
Yes, completely.
I was like, maybe that's Arsenio, but you know what? I can see it on the daytime too sometimes.
Yeah. That, I mean, I'm just like, I remember being obsessed with that Boys to Men CD. Was it just, I think it was just called Boyz II Men, the one with the big Roman numeral 2 on the
Yes.
front. What was your
Oh, yeah.
favorite boy band from your childhood?
Backstreet Boys. I was just talking about this.
Backstreet Boys.
I made my dad when we lived in London and we would like come back to America for the summers. So he would my parents would rent cars and we'd rent an apartment and pretend to be like we lived here. And we forced my dad to rent a Mustang so that I could listen to Backstreet Boys in it when by myself. And that's what I would do all summer. I would just sit in the car and listen to Backstreet Boys by myself.
You ever
Thoughts?
try to drive it?
I did try to hotwire it because it was a rental and I was like, what's going to happen?
Not Backstreet. I love Backstreet Boys. Backstreet Boys is also my tea. So that Backstreet Boys, and then on my other side, it was Drew Hill.
Oh.
Because I am a Cisco stan too.
The real good. That thong, the thong, thong,
Thong, thong,
thong.
thong.
Yeah.
Did that song change your life? Let me ask you.
Oh, obviously. I used to have a Cisco poster above my bed. Like, I love Cisco so
Ooh.
much.
His
with
hair.
that white blonde hair.
My mom always told me, I used to have a Cisco poster, and then like AJ from Backstreet Boys, that was mine. And she's like, you just grew up to become them. Like, you're like them merged together.
So obviously, like, your parents sound very cool as far as like cultural and music, influences. Was there like your queerness? How did that happen or develop in your family, or was it just sort of like a given and everyone was like, "Great, that's you"?
I mean, it's actually kind of funny because I always had boyfriends in high school and stuff, and I was definitely like suppressing my gayness, but my parents never had any like. My mom was like, "I know you're gay since you're 8." She's like, "I was just letting you get those boys out of your system."
Ah! Your mom, the ultimate wing.
I didn't even have like to come out to her or my family. I basically like had boyfriends. I had like one serious boyfriend in high school. Then I went to college. And I went to college for 1 year, dropped out, came home, and then I came out, and then I went back to college gay.
Yes.
Same college?
Yeah, I didn't really have to come out. I remember I just went back, and I went home, and I was at the mall with my mom, and I was telling her I like this girl's shirt. I was like, oh, that girl's shirt is really cool. And she's like, I know you like more than the shirt.
Your mom
is on it.
Stand my mom. My mom is a diva. Joanna, yes, she's a diva.
Does she come to shows?
She might be making a appearance in the next Throwback Attack.
Ooh.
Yes, I live for that. I'm just imagining your like sophomore year return to college, like what your entrance line would be if it was like Drag Race. You're like, I'm back, I'm gay, and I'm remastered 2.0.
Exactly. And then everyone's like, we already knew you're gay.
And you were like, check this Michael Jackson glove. Oh my god. So you mentioned, well, so now I want to know how you got into drag. Like, obviously Michael Jackson impersonator in college. Like were you thinking about performing prior to drag, or did you see drag and say, I want to do that, and that's how you started performing? Like, because Meatball was like an actor for a while and did that, and like I went to theater school. What was your like?
And now you
performance
do
trajectory?
what?
Yeah, exactly. What is it that I do? Tenderoni's we played a show together. We played a Pride together.
Yeah, we did Bloomington, Indiana.
They saw me turn it.
I've seen
turnout,
Big
though.
Dipper perform a bunch. I remember at Berlin, the LaCroix thing with the kiddie pool.
Oh, yeah, that was a mess. Right after I came out with LaCroix Boy, they booked me at Berlin, and they were like, we're literally going to do a LaCroix party. They hung cans all over the thing.
Oh, my God.
And I orchestrated at the end of it to strip down and stand in a kiddie pool, and I passed out cans to everybody, and I had them
Sounds
pour
about
cans
right.
all over me. That sounds about right.
You have a brand, and I stand it. I love that. I love that type of, and I love like all of your like merch and stuff. How it's all like snacks or like pop culture type of things. Like, I stand that.
Just my face. Just put my face on everything.
Exactly. That's how I think too.
So how did you get into performing?
So as far as performing, like when I was in high school, I told you, I used to do like a lot of Michael Jackson stuff. But then after, when I went
we get it. The Michael Jackson thing.
Like
Very
my
important.
guidance counselor used to clear out the lunchroom and let me perform on the cafeteria table.
What?
I'll send
She
you a
was like,
link. I'll send
"She
you a
needs
link
to
to.
stay."
I have it on YouTube. A link to me doing it in high school. But anyways, past that, when I went to college, I stopped performing. I went to college and I was just focusing on like illustration. Like I went to school for illustration and like digital design.
I was like, that explains the backdrop that you made.
Yeah, I did like airbrushing. I went to school for sign painting, like pinstriping, stuff like that. So after college, I just worked retail because I guess that's what you do after art school. So I worked retail and I ended up moving I used to live in Boston. I'm based out of Boston, Massachusetts.
Oh.
Western Mass. And then I went to school in Boston. That's where I met Natasha, who's my girlfriend of 10 years, who Meatball knows.
Damn. For some reason, I just assumed you were like born and raised in Chicago.
No, I've been here for about 6 years. In September, it'll be 6 years.
Wow. So you came out there with Natasha.
Yeah. We moved together.
Were you doing drag at that point? Or no, not even yet?
Nope. So we moved here. We used to love going out to gay clubs in Boston, but the drag scene back then, not now, because I've already offended people saying that. The drag scene back then was whack. The drag
Club
scene in
Cafe.
Boston in 2014 was whack.
Wait, what was that place? Julian's?
Jacques. Jacques is
Jacques.
like where you bring your mom for like her birthday to go to see a drag club. It's like one of those old school drag institutions. So, I mean, there wasn't much for drag. And we were like, me and Natasha like drag race stands. We like loved watching RuPaul. Like we had the same interests. So we moved to Chicago and I was working retail here. I got relocated here from my job in Boston. Like they moved me to Chicago. It was a job opportunity that opened up. So I moved here. I thought it was all that. I was a good lesbian stock manager, you know. Inventory analyst.
I know the numbers. I got a clipboard. I'll let you know what the inventory is.
And so we moved here and then we met a bunch of people, some who I worked in a stock room. He actually makes leather harnesses. His name is V Leather Gear. He makes like leather harnesses for a lot of people in Chicago.
Cool.
Shout out to Jerry. He's like one of my first friends in Chicago. He is the one who recommended going to Berlin to see a drag show. Because I was like, I want to see drag. Like, where can we go? And he's like, go to Berlin. Every Saturday there's a show called Drag Matinee. Like, it's at 10. You should go there. So then he introduced me to that scene. And me and Natasha went. And we saw Drag Matinee for the first time. And like the first person I saw there was Trixie Mattel tap dancing for like 7 people at Drag Matinee.
I remember she used to do those shows. Because that would have been what? You said you moved to Chicago 2014?
Yeah, late 2014, early 2015, like those times. It was like this was like the come up of Kimchi, Shea Coulee, like all of them were all in Drag Matinee. So we were like seeing all these people come up and we were like, whoa, like the drag scene in Chicago is dope. So we were avid fans. We went every Saturday. We started becoming friends with T-Rex. We started going to the shows and we were just like, we met all the drag queens and performers and we kind of created like a friend group of people. We would go every Saturday. And now, I mean, we started going to Crash Landing, which is T-Rex's other show with Nico, and which is a competition. It's a drag competition. Yeah. And then, I mean, when we used to go out to the clubs, T-Rex would always be like, you're crazy. Like, you're always dancing, jumping around, like, just like on the dance floor. So then T-Rex was like, I dare you to compete. So T-Rex dared me to compete in Crash Landing. And that's how I started doing drag.
T-Rex actually did perform? Or she?
Yeah, I saw T-Rex perform twice in person.
Twice?
I've only ever heard stories. I'm so jealous.
Dude, you've been to Queen before on Sundays?
Yeah.
They used to have performances at Queen.
Really?
Right. Because Queen is usually like just like a club vibe, like deep house. It's like late night on Sundays and it's at Sound Bar down
Smart Bar.
Smart Bar.
Yeah, it's underneath Metro, which is like Metro's like the concert venue that's on top, and then Smart Bar is underneath.
It's a very looks. It's like you go and you are.
It's very like club kid looks. It's really good house music. The DJs are always on point.
Yeah. I actually hosted it one time, and funny story, Lucy, they didn't come up with the theme for it before I got there, and then they finally were like, the theme is red. So I was staying with Lucy's stool, so we went to a Joann's, and I got red fabric, and she was like, my sewing machine works. And we got to her house, and her sewing machine didn't work, so I had to just like wrap this red spandex around myself. She didn't have any red costumes. I looked so terrible. I'm gonna post that picture.
I was in Chicago the weekend.
You did come by. You were there.
Yeah.
Wait, so did you win Crash Landing?
Yeah.
No, so I competed in Crash Landing and I made top 3, but I didn't win. I was in
And
cycle 9 of Crash Landing.
Bit by the bug.
I got bit by the bug and it snowballed from there.
Not this constant beautiful gesture.
I
got bit by the bug. Wait, okay.
Wait, so were you ever actually bad? Was there a point in time where you looked ugly and were bad at drag?
I did not know how to do makeup back then. So, okay, the real tea is that my makeup is all from my girlfriend Natasha going to clean out Kimchi's apartment after she was on Drag Race, and I was taking all of her old makeup that she didn't use anymore.
Yes!
So all of my original drag makeup was Kimchi's old drag makeup.
Hand-me-down queen.
Hand-me-down queen. And that's how I learned like some good old Ben Nye, and I was just trying to learn. And honestly, there was no. When you think about it, like Drag Race has been there for 10 years, so there's so many references for drag queens, but for drag kings, there's not a lot of references. So it's hard.
Because I mentioned this in our podcast. A couple people got upset. I said recently that there are a lot of bad drag kings.
And I countered with there are a lot of bad drag queens.
And I think that to me it was because I don't see that many, because a lot of them don't get booked in shows, which is already a problem. And two, what did you look to get so good? Like, what were you watching? There's not other drag kings to watch. You know what I mean?
I mean, what I did was I watched drag queen makeup tutorials and just applied those techniques to myself. So I would like watch what the queens were doing, but then I would I'm a visual learner. I'm an artist. So like I could look at a picture and try to replicate it. So, I mean, a big influence is Landon Cider. Landon Cider, I always like to say, is like one of the blueprints of drag king makeup and just being an amazing drag king. He's like so good at everything he does, the attention to details, costumes, everything. But if you look at Landon Cider's face, he like the angles, the squares, like it's like opposite of a drag queen. Like everywhere you guys are putting a circle, we're putting a square. So we're like trying to square our faces out.
And I'm not gonna lie, I was trying to do this Tiger King makeup, and I was like, it can't be that hard. I know how to do drag makeup. And I was looking at pictures of you, and I was looking at pictures of Landon, and I was like, I can't do it. I don't know how to do this. It's way harder. There's more lines on the face. And you like are building a whole new forehead. You're creating like a different. It's wild.
The cheek cut is like so intense.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Now that I always put a beard on, and I'm just like, when I'm out of drag, I'm like, ew, I need my beard. Like,
me too. I literally like when I'm out of drag, I'm like, oh god, I wish I could just paint that whole area dark brown, pretend like it's not there.
I'm like, I gave myself a complex now.
Oh my god. So that is interesting. You mentioned earlier Tu Wong Fu. I was thinking about this. Like, I'm not even a drag queen, but like, the Birdcage, Tu Wong Fu. There are sort of these like trick, like these sort of iconic the queens on Netflix, like these iconic queer films, and a lot of them feature drag queens, so it's like drag queens have that to look, aside from like obviously RuPaul, which, side note, can I just say, you know how like straight people call RuPaul's Drag Race, they just say RuPaul's?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or do you watch RuPaul?
Yeah.
And I'm like, that, I just feel like it something like hurts inside when I hear people say it like that.
It's like when people like on Family Matters, like, do you watch Steve Urkel? Like,
right, and you're like, that's not the name of the show.
Exactly.
You watch the Urkel Hour, and you're like, no, what are you talking about? But are there any sort of like iconic drag king film or television like things to look to?
Not really. I mean, from what I know, I don't know a lot about like, because a lot of drag kings started like early on, like in the 50s. There's like a bunch of like really old school drag kings, but obviously they don't have tutorials. And makeup was also not a big thing back then either. It was just like a lot of androgynous women that were just like dressing up. A lot of it was about like the look, and like people who are androgynous can kind of just pull off putting on male clothes and be like, I'm a drag king. Yeah. But a lot of like makeup tutorials, I don't even know. I mean, I was doing some research the other day and I found like an old photo shoot with Brooke Shields that a makeup artist put her in drag, and it's like, she looks dope. It's actually Kevin Alquan. He's like one of the he has a lot of his books has a lot of like references to changing gender in like through makeup. So I know that Landon Sider also cites him as like a huge influence on his face makeup. But if you could look at his books, like there's a lot of influence in pop culture with his stuff because he's like the god of makeup faces.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's any movies or anything that has anything referencing drag kings.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like any.
I can't think of like any super visible drag kings. And this sounds really bad, but like I truly only can really think of like Dusty Balls, Landon Sider, Tenderoni, Andro King.
Yeah. There's also really a Damien Deluxe out of Minneapolis.
Oh, Damien Deluxe
too, and he's
incredible, and he's a bodybuilder.
Yeah, he's one of the only drag kings that has a full makeup tutorial on YouTube as well.
Oh, wow.
He does.
He's incredible, and his makeup has only gotten better. Like he just posted a before and after the other day.
He does a lot of cosplay too, and he also has a really good tutorial for chest binding. Like I don't really do that, but like for people who want to do open chest drag, he does a really good job at it.
Oh, we all remember Tenderoni when you walked out there just nippies out.
Not Tenderoni.
That's what everyone was calling him.
Oh yeah, you were there for that.
But there's also that famous comedian who is a drag king, Murray Hill. Right.
Oh yeah.
But he's just like, there's also Moby Dick. He's like an old school like New York drag king too, who he does like a lot of cool stuff. I think he was in Caswell's music video, so he's done a lot of stuff.
It's kind of exciting because as like Drag Race has pushed so far into the mainstream, you know, like obviously RuPaul has like been very vocal about like no one could handle it if it wasn't boys turning into women. So that's what we're doing. You know, like this very like narrow view of that kind of drag. But it's almost like the alternative types of drag and alternative drag performers are being more celebrated because like Drag Race is so mainstream. It's like, well, I want to be a drag fan, but I don't only want to watch drag on TV. What are the other what are the other performers I can support? And I feel like there is, I mean, obviously I think there was a huge boom with Landon being on Dragula and winning.
Yeah, what was that like to see a drag king win?
I mean, it was honestly surreal. It was so, I mean, I knew that Landon was going to go in there and kick everyone's ass because he's just so amazing at everything he does. But it was just like very validating as a drag performer. And I try not to like use that as my storyline, as like, because there's so much like storyline of like, oh, like we can't do this because we're drag kings. Like I always try to remain positive. Like I'm always like goofy and stuff like that. But like to see Landon actually go on there and do that and come out of it victorious was like so affirming for me. I was like, you know what, maybe I should stick in and do this, because I've been doing this is like my second year doing drag full time. Like I just do, this is my main job.
Whoa, congratulations.
Thanks.
You said bye stock room, hello jock room. What would be the rhyme there? I lost it.
Whipcrack room, I guess.
You know, I named one of the colors of my palette Whipcrack.mp3.
What? I can't wait to buy the bootleg version at Santee Alley.
Yeah. You gotta get a sty.
Yeah, it's all just like poison paint.
I
saw a whole documentary on that.
Where the girl glued her mouth shut. What a dummy. Don't buy shitty makeup.
No, Tenderoni, I interrupted you, but you were talking about you didn't want that to be your narrative.
Yeah, I mean, I have been super, super privileged to have the drag come up I've had in Chicago, because Chicago is such a great scene for drag. And I've only had positive experiences here as far as people booking me and like being, I mean, I'm pretty well, I try to stay neutral, and I've performed almost like at every club in Boys Town because I tried to maintain a good relationship with everyone here. And I've been also fortunate, like this year, well, it was supposed to be a good traveling year. Before that, I had like been traveling a lot, and just like, it's so humbling that people actually want to see me. It's like, it's almost surreal when you get there. You're like, okay, people are like, oh my God, Tenderoni. And I was like, what? Like, you want to see me? Like, it's very weird still to me that people want to come see me. I'm just like, I'm a goofy little fat lesbian. Like, what the hell?
But you're doing something that not a lot of people are doing, and it's visible. And it's just so exciting that it's like drag kings are finally getting respect. Not from me. I'm a terrible person.
I was gonna say, but you also have like a really clear point of view, and that's an incredible thing to be able to translate to an audience, because it's like, when something is iconically Tenderoni, like you can see it. Like, if we were to give you some like modern day song, you would handle it, but you have a different energy behind you.
Yeah,
it's like it hits that sweet spot, and that translates to an audience.
I mean, I try to keep my drag persona. It's all about like nostalgia, and it doesn't always have to be old school, but it's almost like I try to trigger like a good memory you had hearing the song, or like, oh, I was at this party once and I love this song. Like, I try to, people ask me for advice all the time. Like, what should I perform to get the audience happy? I'm like, you need to know what your audience is before you go in.
Yeah.
Because I'm not selling my soul for the audience, but I love to do sing-alongs. People that stuff know. Like, if you want to introduce yourself to a community or somewhere, like, I try to do stuff that people are going to know, or something that people's going to connect with, or something that's just going to I always try to put a smile on someone's face, or just make someone happy and like want to party. Like, I want to be like, let's get hype. I want to be like Fat Man Scoop. Like, let's go. Let's
go now. Let's go now. Let's go now. Let's go.
Which I completely like. I respect Landon Sider so much, because he can fucking kill a slow song, like a really serious song. Like, his drag is like so like, I could just watch it and it's mesmerizing. I'm like, that is my worst nightmare, to do a slow song.
Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't know what to do.
I relate to that so much. Like, some friends of mine just put out music, and I like loved watching the music video, and I loved listening to the song, but it's like, there's like 45 seconds of music before they even appear on the song. And as an audience member, as a listener, as a viewer, I'm so fine with that. But as a performer, it's like the song starts, I'm immediately rapping on it. Immediately, you hear my voice. Like, I cannot deal with any lag time, and I don't know what that is about me. I know so many artists who are like, yeah, I'll just get up there and sort of groove for like fucking a minute and a half before the verse starts. I'm like,
I'll either wait for the intro. If the song has a long intro, I'll wait for it to get like halfway done and enough time for me to get on stage, or I'll just cut it off the song.
That's what I do. Cut it, whip crack, explosion.
Yeah.
Speaking of, we're gonna take a quick break. So, Will, give us that good whip crack explosion.
We're back.
Here's an important question, Tenderoni.
You know Wicked?
No, I'm not one of those type of gays. Sorry. I am
How
not
have
a
you
theater
never
gay.
seen Wicked?
I'm not a theater gay.
You don't have to be a theater gay. Everyone knows about Wicked. You've at least heard Defying
What I know about
Gravity.
Wicked is what you posted about Wicked. I'm sorry to say, but I am not a theater gay. That's my entrance line for Drag Race.
What sort of competitions? We know Dragula is open to drag kings. Are there other like pageants that happen?
Yeah, I mean, there's like a bunch of pageants. There's like a lot of male impersonation pageants. There's Alaska's pageant that's open to everybody. Right. There's there's a bunch of stuff around the city. I mean, I don't know if I'm really interested in applying for a drag race, but
you talked about like having a love for that sort of drag queen.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel the urge to compete, or do you just like performing? Like, do you want to win a title?
No, I would definitely love to win a title, just because, like, as drag performers, we're all egomaniacs, and that would be amazing to have that. I would also like, I'm obsessed with pageantry, like stoning and just like the overness and the extraness of pageants that I would just like, I would love to just be given a challenge and try to see what I could do with it.
Yeah, that's incredible.
That's awesome.
I would love to see you in a pageant.
Oh, me too. You would slay.
That like tuxedo with the scarf and a cane. You know what
And
I
it
mean?
would all be stoned.
Then it's a reveal.
It's a reveal to another suit.
So I be going, and I was just watching some old continental performances. Are like, that's the tea.
I just started putting those on in the background because it's just something great to just watch as you're doing shit. When did you? Oh, go on.
I was just saying, there's something so magical and so specific about the way a continental competitor walks evening gown.
Oh,
that sort of just like walk to the center and they're like almost touching their hands together with their nails, and they'll like just like one finger will like touch their temple as if they're adjusting something, but there's nothing to adjust because it's all perfect, and then they sort of like float down. It's very special.
I mean, I'm so lucky to be in Chicago, so I'm like surrounded by continental winners here. I always Mimi Marks, Kelly Lauren, Mocha Montrese, like all these like icons, continental winners. Actually, Mimi Marks is going to be in the next Throwback Attack with us.
Oh, for real?
Yes. Mimi Marks is literally an angel. So cool. I've done a bunch of gigs with her in Chicago, and the first gig I ever had with her, I was so nervous to perform with her. It was at Hydrate. I've never performed there before. She was hosting, and I was like, oh my God, like this is Mimi Marks. Like she's a legend, like iconic continental winner. And I go perform, and I'm doing my little poison mix, the one I always do, where I'm like doing the Running Man. And right at that part, I fell off the stage. First time ever performing at Hydrate in front of Mimi Marks, I fell off the stage. It was hard too, like face first, like boom, and then I was like, oh my God, and I just got back up and I was like back into the Running Man. I was like, I just gotta keep going. And then she's like, are you okay, because we do not have insurance? But I was like, okay, so that kind of broke the ice with me and her. So now we're like besties.
Oh my God. And full throwback, she used to do a gig or two on the Jerry Springer show back in the day.
Seriously.
Wait, was she that's a Mamori situation?
She used to go and get those Hollywood coins.
Yeah, she was definitely like in those like.
I don't like that. My friend, born female, and was asked to do that for Jerry Springer, to like pretend to be.
What do you think's worse?
She was so offended, she fired her agent. She was like, "You can't be doing this to me. I don't need that kind of."
Lila Starr from here.
Yes,
she was on Jerry Springer.
Yes, I remember that. Rap legend Lila Starr.
She was in the first Throwback Attack, and she had like one of the best videos I've ever seen. She did a full freestyle video. It was like all black and white. Like she was in a park. Like it was perfect.
Yeah.
You can go watch it. You can watch it on her Instagram.
Girls are getting out now.
You what?
Well, yeah. Were you a tech queen, a tech king? Like, were you into like tech aside from Edit, Whip Crash?
I mean, my dad used to be he went to school for electrician. Like he was an electrician, whatever. I can't even talk. What the hell? But
Wait, so was he a little electrician?
He was a little electrician. Ooh. And he was really good with like, I was very lucky that we always had like the best electronics, because that's the only thing my dad was obsessed with. We always had like the newest CD player, the TV, blah, blah, blah. Half of it probably fell off the back of a truck. It was like hot box type of situation. So my dad, we always used to call him Robin Hood, because we used to live in this apartment building, and he would wire it so everybody got free cable.
Yeah.
So he's like, no one's gonna rat me out because no one's gonna complain that they're getting free cable.
Yeah.
So we would always have like the number one, like we watched TV every day. We had the Walkman, everything. So I learned, I was always like the one, when you had to do the speakers with the wires, the red wire and the black wire. Yeah. Like I always knew how to fill it up. I also used to DJ a little bit when I was like in high school. So like I knew how to do all that stuff.
But now you're making these crazy videos with like all this editing and the effects and all of that. Like, were you used to that, or did you have to learn that because of this?
I mean, I took one video class in college, but I just kind of picked it up on my own. I do all my video editing on my phone in InShot. And I shoot everything on my phone. If you want to know the real tea, all my filters are mostly Instagram filters.
Okay.
So you can film Instagram horizontally and then do hands-free and it'll take it. And it almost works like green screen. Like it'll cut the back out and do whatever effect you want. The only thing is that it cuts it into 15-second intervals. So when you export it, you have to lace them all together.
Okay, listen up, everybody, with those Instagram edit hacks, because Meatball is over here slaving in front of that MacBook that keeps dying because it doesn't.
I can't use my MacBook
anymore
because I have torrented Photoshop and Illustrator. So if I want to use iMovie, I have to update iOS, and if I update iOS, I lose my Photoshop and Illustrator, which is what made me use my phone in the first place.
That to me is the most drag statement ever.
Yep. That makes the most sense.
Well, I can't wear the look that they loaned me because they're coming to the club tonight, and I told them that it got lost by the thing. It's like the same thing, but with
drag is just a giant scam.
It is
all scam artists.
I don't know why a piece of plastic costs $300, and I'm talking about wigs.
And
that's why I have not graduated to wigs yet. I need to, but I'm like, I can't. They're not going to last a whip crack high kick. They're not going to last a whip crack high kick.
But don't you think you could do like a DeBarge mullet?
That's what I'm trying to. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to look like this. Pictured here, a dog with a Michael Jackson DeBarge mullet.
You really need to calm
down
with that. Before we get into the nasty talk,
I
want to talk about the meme of you falling in the high.
Oh yeah, Miss Thing taking a tumble.
You want to know the real tea of that? So those shoes are Miss Naomi Smalls shoes.
Oh,
so Naomi Smalls is one of my really good friends. Like when she lived in Chicago, like we were like super, like we used to get along, like we hung out all the time. Natasha also works with Naomi Smalls. She does a lot of her back of the house stuff, like she produces stuff for her. And so when they were filming her music video for All Stars Pose, that music video that she has out, she gave me those shoes and she's like, can you spray paint these shoes for me because I wanted to match an outfit. So I'm like her, like out of office, like customizer. So I'm like, yeah, just give them to me and I'll spray paint them for you. So she gives me the shoes and I'm like, these are my size, diva. So I was like, let me try them on. So I go to try them on and I was like, I tell Natasha, I was like, can you record me so I can send it to her? So I was like, let me put them on. That was the first take.
You took one step and you were down.
One step and I was down. Rest in peace to my ankles.
Yeah, it looks like you really. I mean, it's sort of reminiscent of that other viral video of that girl in the shoes.
Yeah, everyone tagged me in that one too. And I was like, okay, and it just like took off. It went viral.
It did. I think I posted it about 100 times. I thought it was so funny.
Well, we'll repost it again on our Instagram for the podcast if you have no idea what we're talking about.
Every time I see it, it triggers me because I had a fresh haircut in that video, and I'm like, I can never have a fresh haircut again.
Oh, no. Oh, you're that kind of superstitious. Wait, because Meatball, didn't you take this video and repost it to all the falling songs?
Yes. You know how I like to used to do that when well, I still do it if it's a good fall. People send me, if you're going to send me a drag queen falling, it better be iconic.
It better be off a building.
Yes. It better be me jumping off of a building.
So now we're going to get into our final segment, which is called
Fuck Talk. Fuck Talk. I've been really hitting the notes today.
Yeah, you sound well lubricated.
I've been drinking water, honey, because I got a headache today.
Too much Botox. Your skin looks really... Oh, do you have the thing on Zoom where it says enhance my look?
Oh, no, I need that, Diva. What the hell?
No, also my skin isn't good. It's a mess.
It looks good from here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway, fuck talk.
Now, we you're a listener of the podcast. I guess it's mostly me now. Back in the pre-shelter in place days, I would just go run my whore mouth around town and then bring back stories to talk about it. But now we're sort of
I got a
digging in
story.
the depths. You do?
Yes.
Okay.
Because me and Michael tried to be nasty, and it didn't work out.
And he said, go ahead and tell that to the public.
No, I don't think he cares, though. But why don't you tell your story first?
No, I want to hear what you were going to say.
Okay. So we were bored, and we were like, okay, let's go do something fun. And I was like, why don't we just like go for a hike or something, and then I'll just suck your dick in the woods, or like we'll see what happens in the woods, which
Go
just
off.
seems like a fun, normal thing to do for two adults. And we decided to go to Angeles National Forest because they were like, there's tons of hiking, and it's a national forest. Turns out Angeles National Forest ain't got no trees.
So
It's
you can
all
see
like
everything.
shrubbery and whatever. So we get to this one point, and there was like a hiking trail and a walking path thing, and it was like, here's a trail. And we were like, great, no cars are parked here. It's just going to be us. So we start walking down it, and it was like kind of a difficult thing, and we were on the side of a mountain, so we were zigzagging. So we get to like the basically middle of this mountain, and I just start sucking his dicks. And then we hear the beautiful voice of children.
Not children. And then you hear dung dung SVU.
I know. It was boom, boom. And I like immediately popped up and was like, we gotta go. And then he was like, where is it coming from? No one can see us. And so I was like looking around, and like, that's when I started realizing like we're just on the side of a mountain with no trees. And like across the way is a huge picnic area. Like over 100 feet away, like the cars looked small, but still I was like, anyone can see us. We have to get out of here. And then as we were walking out, I looked up, and there was a family of people like above us. And he's convinced that they didn't see and that I'm just being paranoid. But I was like, the way they were looking at us, they knew.
You were like, we need to get
saw.
out of here.
They saw. So that's it. So I don't know. Does that make me a predator because I was near children?
Let me ask Olivia Benson.
She would say yes.
Executive produced by Dick Wolf and Cat Sass.
Cat's ass. Yeah.
So I have a question, and this might be like closed-minded of me because I know everyone is like really sexual, but like as a person, like you interact with a lot of faggots, and like we are always just on the hunt for dick. Like It's always like just like, let's have a segment in our podcast called Fuck Talk, and let's talk about dicks on dicks on dicks. And like the narrative among gay people like during lockdown is like, when am I gonna get all the loads again? I miss having sperms in my butthole. It's like, and so my question is like, do you think we're all freaks? Like, do you see part of our community as twisted? Or are you on board with us because you were talking about having all your trades in high school? Maybe you're wired like us.
I mean, I have no judgment on that. I love fags, and I love the freaky ones too. I also do think that, like, to me, I've also dated men, so I'm like, that's normal for men to always want to have sex. So like, what's the difference between when they're gay? I'm like, that's doubled to me. I'm just like, that's like double, like So it's like, okay, that's normal. Y'all are fags, and y'all are gonna want to go have sex. So I'm not judging you because like, do your thing. Like, I mean, I have no judgment in regards to like sexuality and stuff like that. It's like, if it's consensual and it's two people or more than two people that want to do stuff, like, why the hell is it bothering me? Go ahead and do your shit and be happy. That's why I
as long
always
as you're not sucking your boyfriend's dick in front of my kids.
Not in front of my kids, then, bitch.
Not in front of my kids. Maybe in front of my salad, but not in front of my kids.
Listen, if you live in LA and you know where I can have sex with my boyfriend in public and not get caught, please let me know. Wait, maybe don't tell me. What? Tell me.
Maybe don't tell you, because then they'll be on.
Because then they'll know, and then they'll be like, "This is where Meatball fucks."
I was just gonna quickly before we wrap up, sort of say, I think this is happening universally with like shelter in place, that a lot of people are like remembering people that they fucked and reaching out to them. Just just sort of planting a little seed.
Happened to me today.
Who was it?
Just
the guy.
No, it's just some guy I used to hook up with when I lived in Burbank all the time. He just messaged me out of the blue, being like, "Hey, it's me."
He was like, let me jerk off
I was
on
like,
your feet.
I haven't. No, it wasn't the feet guy. But I was like, I haven't talked to you in like 2 years, 3 years, maybe.
And you were like,
Anyway,
That's like
What's
my
up?
mom. My ex-boyfriend. No, my ex-boyfriend. She like sent me a picture of him with like all of his kids that he now has, and she's like, these could have been your ugly ass kids.
Joanne,
Your
mom
mom.
sounds very turned up.
Stan her, yo. She's an icon.
Stan her. Well, so I recently got a text. I got a WhatsApp text from a gentleman who lives in Indiana who I think I fucked twice at 2 different hotels, and I met him. I think he messaged me on Scruff when he was in Kuwait and he was in the army, and he like preemptively messaged me, found me in Chicago, messaged me and was like, I'm in the army, but I'm coming back and I live in the area. And I was like, where do you live in Chicago? And he was like, I live in rural Indiana. But he would always like look for guys in Chicago. And then we ended up having sex twice at different hotels when he would come to town. And I haven't talked to him in 6 years, maybe. And he was just like, hey.
that
So I was
throat.
like-
He missed
I
that
was-
throat.
He does miss that throat. So I was like, hello. He was like, are you well? How are you? Where are you? And I was like, I'm in LA. He was like, oh, I'm in Indianapolis. And I was like, bye.
Well, what was he trying to do? Still hook up with you? I don't
I
understand.
have no idea.
These people are really scraping the bottom of the barrel, and I'm talking about us. If we're the best that they had, or no, I guess we're just the last options.
That's right.
Does that make
Well-
us needy that they're like, well, at least this guy might do it? I don't
This
want.
is what I was talking about on the Lauren Lapkus episode. Like, I have been reflecting back on all the people that I fucked, and I feel like there are a lot of people that I did just cause I didn't love it. I wasn't super into it. I didn't. I might regret doing it, but it was consensual, and I was happy to do. Like in the moment, I was like fine to do it. But when I think back on it, I'm like, ugh. So maybe people see us as the lowest option.
I mean,
that
I always
there
wonder
is.
because I've been in a relationship for 10 years, so I kind of missed the era of online dating. And I'm like, I wonder if I was like online dating, if I would be a hoe, or if I would be like, I'm kind of curious. Obviously, I'm not curious, but I'm just like, I wonder what that experience would be like, because I totally missed the boat on that.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it can cause like emotional trauma for people who give it too much weight.
Yes.
It can be like really draining.
I forgot. See, I was never really huge on using it. Like, I was late to getting Grindr, and then by that point, Grindr
You were
wasn't
too
just for
fat,
everybody.
so
I was
you
just
had
a
to-
chub out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I had to like move on to these other ones, and I was just like, people get so offended if you don't respond, and I don't know. It's not worth it. It's not. Unless you love it. Good for you.
Unless you love it, and therefore go out there and keep chatting
But if
with
there's
strangers, but don't meet up with them right now.
But if there's an empty hole in your heart and you can't use Grindr to fix it, use BetterHelp and use our code BetterHelp.com/sloppy for 10% off your first month.
Well, come through integrated marketing campaign.
Wow.
Listen, I'm out here trying to make money this Pride because I'm stuck in my house.
Yeah, exactly. So, Tenderoni, where can people find you on the internet? And thank you so much for being here.
Thank you
for
so
having
much for
me.
coming. This was so fun.
You can find me on Instagram at Tenderoni88. The 88 stands for the minimum amount of rhinestones that I wear in my outfit at one time. Or you
We
can
didn't
find
even
me.
Go
Can I ask you
off.
a question about rhinestones?
Yeah.
Do you think, okay, if I had a leotard without rhinestones and it looked fine, that's
Nope.
good.
It would not look fine.
Okay,
I
but do
can
you
already
think
tell
it
you.
okay, but do you think it looks better on an outfit that, like, if it has a sheer cutout, to just leave it, or to do that thing that some queens do where they're like, I bought this bag, or these are my leftover rhinestones, here's 5 stones?
I definitely
know what I
think,
mean?
Yeah, I definitely think that there's phases to rhinestoning, because like obviously I'm obsessed with rhinestoning everything, and like I do like perimeter rhinestoning, or I'm gonna do the collar on this, or I'm gonna like gloves. But I also think that there's like Natasha, she rhinestones a lot of Naomi's things, and she does like really nice, like soft. I always call it like girly rhinestoning because it's like that soft, like organic type of rhinestoning.
Yeah.
But I also think that if you're a campy queen, you don't have to have all your shit rhinestoned either, because sometimes it's like, I think if you're just trying to come out and you're just like doing a joke, your gag doesn't have to be rhinestoned. I don't think.
Yeah, it can be your makeup, Meatball.
Thank you.
But I also like, I mean, I'm in a phase where I'm just like, so I love everything rhinestone, but now in the digital age, rhinestones look trash on video. So I have to like,
do they?
Yeah. So I have to like adjust what I'm doing.
You got to get that Kira filter.
Exactly. So I'm like, okay, I have to put a filter for my rhinestone stuff because there's like crusty rocks on my outfit.
I was wondering.
Oh, did you see that Tenderoni show? It was full of those.
She was covered
crusty
in
rock
rocks.
Crusty rock looking ass bitch.
I was wondering because I was looking at someone's. They were like showing me a picture of like something that they rhinestoned, and I was like, "Are you sure those are real stones?" Like. They look plastic, and they're like, no, they're fucking preciosa.
Rhinestones look amazing on stage, under stage lights.
Yes.
But, like, in pictures, they look bad. In video, unless you have, like, amazing lighting or, like, you're put it through an app, like, it's okay. But, like, sometimes I'm just like, okay, sequins are the tea, though.
Sequins never go out of style.
Okay, so Tenderoni88.
Yep, catch me Tenderoni88 on Instagram or Tender_Roni on Twitter. And don't add me on Facebook because that's just weird.
And
wait,
your
what's your
show?
Venmo and what's your show?
Yeah, your Venmo. People need to send you coin.
My Venmo is also Tenderoni88 if you want to donate to the coin cause. And you can catch me at Throwback Attack on Twitch /Tender_Oni. And that'll be, the next one will be June 8th. That's my birthday edition. So it's going to be lit.
Yeah,
so that is 3 days from when this episode comes out. So
and I'm in that one. So get into it.
Meatball's in
be
it.
Performing.
There's a bunch of people in it. Bitch is also in it. So it's going to be
yes. It's going to be a good show.
It's going to be cute.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Diva.
Thanks so much for listening to Sloppy Seconds. You can follow us on Instagram at SloppyPod. You can send us an email at sloppysecondspod@gmail.com, or you can call in with your fuck talk story to 213-536-9180. Maybe next week we will play some voicemails because it's been a minute.
Yeah,
Maybe
well,
I
lost the password to the email, and I've been too embarrassed to ask. You can also find Big Dipper on Instagram at Big Dipper Jelly. I am at Spiciest Meatball on Instagram and Fat Drag Meatball on Twitter. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss an episode.
That's it. We're done now. We're going to go put sequins on everything.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, I felt like we had ended. Doodle-doo-doo, forever dog. Sloppy Seconds is a Forever Dog podcast.
Executive produced by Brett Boehm, Joe Cilio, and Alex Ramsey.
Mixed and mastered by Will Pitts.
Our cover art was drawn by Christian Cimarroni.
And our theme song was written by Mike Malarkey.